Hey everybody, it's Rob with Cherry City Guns and Ammo, and today we're taking a look at this absolutely gorgeous Ruger Blackhawk Bisley in 41 Magnum. Of course I missed on the last one. Stick around. Okay, yeah, we're looking at the Ruger Blackhawk Bisley. This is going to look pretty similar to that 357 mag that I posted up last week. But the real difference is with the Bisley is this grip. If you notice that grip, it's much more vertical. It's not like your typical Blackhawk or any of the Colt single action clone style grips. Your finger's less behind the trigger guard, and I've got much more of a purchase on it. It's much more comfortable, especially for somebody with big hands, and because it kind of lowers your grip position. They also have the hammer kind of dropped on these so you can get a hold of the hammer better. But one of the most stunning things, let's see if we can get zoomed in here enough for you to be able to see. Look at that absolutely stunning engraving. Isn't that cool? Absolutely beautiful, beautiful gun. And this doesn't belong to me. This belongs to my buddy who's generous enough to let me use it for a video. He bought this unfired, and he said, well, maybe I'll keep it unfired because it's so pretty and could become a collector's item one day. And then that didn't seem to last very long, and he said, well, I gotta fire it. So now we shoot it. But this, you know, it's an absolutely beautiful gun. The 41 Magnum cartridge in general is really impressive. He's got a Ruger, Henry Big Boy in 41 Magnum. I'll put the link up in the corner here if you want to go check it out. That Henry Big Boy in 41 Magnum is super impressive. I literally just shot it earlier today just for the heck of it. The first shot out of it that I've taken in a while, I shot at the 100-yard target with open sights and a pistol caliber rifle and dinged that 100-yard silhouette without a problem. But let's go ahead and shoot this gun a little bit more. Let's go down our plate rack over here. And I missed that little guy. Get one more shot, try again. There we go. Boy, it knocks the crap out of that thing. You know, they say that the 41 Magnum is supposed to be a compromise between the 357 and the 44. And this cartridge was developed from the ground up by Elmer Keith. You know, he was the one that really made the 357 and the 44 mag what they are. He developed them, but he developed them from already existing cartridges. You know, they actually had, both of those had two cartridges before that, you know, as parent cartridges that kept getting lengthened out so you could add more powder and drive the bullets faster. But the 41, he developed from the ground up. This is a completely original design. There is no parent cartridge to the 41 Magnum. And in his mind, it was the perfect compromise between the two. But I tell you what, whether it's out of the pistol or out of the rifle, that 41 Magnum has got some serious poop to it. I mean, it hits targets really hard. We're shooting a 210 grain cast bullet here, and you could see what it was doing to the plates there. So we're gonna load it up again, and we're gonna shoot my hostage popper and see how fast we can get that hostage popper to whip around. But I think it's going to hit it pretty hard. That 41 Magnum really is impressive. All right, we're loaded back up. I'm going to zoom in on our hostage popper there. This does seem to hit a little bit high and left. So I'm going to aim low and right and see what we can do to that hostage popper. But, you know, if we hit it, I think you're going to be impressed by how hard and fast it whips it around. missed it. Yeah, you know, man, that 41, it's a beast. You know, this Blackhawk in the Bisley, it's just like the other Blackhawks. This is a single action. It's very similar to the old Colt single action Army, or any of its many clones that have come since it. And so to empty it, yeah, open this loading gate and use this ejector rod to push the empties out. And then you grab your new rounds and you just got to plug them back in one at a time. So it's a little time consuming to load and unload, but in these days where we don't have a lot of ammo availability and ammo's gone up in price, maybe it's not so bad to kind of slow things down a little bit. Yeah, we're all loaded back up. Let's hit some of our other stuff over here. First off, I've got a bowling pin that needs some vengeance. Boy, you know, that hit that bowling pin and completely made it do a backflip. Let's hit our Scoops TV gong right there. Sure rocks it back. Let's hit our big plate down low. Somehow I missed the big plate that's close. Let's hit the small one. Didn't miss the small one. Let's hit our spinner. Let's hit the bottom one. We'll wait for it to stop spinning. And then we'll try to hit that top one. And we missed it. And we are empty. All right. I'm going to load back up, and then we're going to see if we can do some long range stuff with this. We'll be back with you in a second. All right, we're loaded back up, and we're going to see if we can do some stuff at the 60 yard. As you can see, right there, we've got a green painted steel silhouette at 60 yards, and then right there, we've got an 8-inch red gong. So, let's zoom in, because we want to see our misses in high def. Let's see if we can hit that silhouette there. I think that was high. There we go. So aim to the bottom right corner, because this definitely does seem to hit high and left. There we go. Not too hard once we figure out where our point of aim needs to be. And we are out. Yeah, hits that silhouette at 60 yards without a whole lot of problem once we figure out where to aim. But yeah, you know, this is a beautiful gun. This would be great for collecting or for just shooting, you know. I don't know if I could carry something this pretty, especially with all that nice engraving on the cylinder. I'd worry about holster wear going in and out of holsters and whatnot. So I don't think I could have this as a carry sidearm like for hunting. But it wouldn't for that. If you could find one a little more plain Jane, especially in stainless steel, I think this could be a great hunting sidearm. Or even if you practice with it, you could hunt with it on its own. I mean, a 41, especially if you're talking like deer and stuff, no problem with a deer. I think this would take down a deer quite readily. Let's load up one last cylinder. Have a little bit more fun with it. All right, load up with one last cylinder. Let's go back up close. I think we give our hostage popper a little bit more love here. I sure love shooting the hostage popper. It's probably my favorite target. Well, I think I got to end going 6 for 6 on the hostage popper. That's pretty good for me. Anytime I can go for 6 for 6. So, you know, just kind of sum up things. This is an absolutely gorgeous firearm. I'd love to add something like this to my repertoire. You know, I knew about the 41 Magnum. I had seen some 41 Magnums, but until my buddy, you know, he inherited a Blackhawk, an old model Blackhawk in 41 mag, and along with a lot of ammunition, and he bought that Henry big boy, and then he got this one, and the 41 Magnum has definitely come a lot more up on my radar, and as something that I'd be interested in getting because it's quite the impressive cartridge. You know, if you see a 41 Magnum, you might have an opportunity to pick one up for cheaper than you would a 357 or 44, because there's so many people that aren't familiar with them and don't know anything about them. And it can become a good collector's item, and you could do anything with them that you wanted to. They really pack quite the frickin' wallop, and I'm super impressed with every gun that I've shot the 41 in. Anyway, thank you very much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. If you are interested in supporting the channel in any way, shape, or form, and you want to get yourself some really incredible hearing protection, I have a link down in the description below. These are my GS Extreme Axle earbuds. They're a Bluetooth wireless earbud. They have different tips. Some tips that are for hearing protection, like when I'm shooting, like right now. They have other tips where you're not really wanting hearing protection. You just want to be able to like listen to your music while you're at the gym or riding your bike and want to be able to hear outside sounds. But then these great foam ones, if you're on a mower or a tractor or a piece of equipment or shooting, you can still listen to your music, protect your hearing. You can wear them out hunting, and they have a setting where you can actually amplify sounds and make your hearing even better. I've used these in every single one of my videos lately. I'm really putting a lot of effort into evaluating these, and I am going to eventually have a video where I do a full evaluation, but I'm just using them as much as I can in as many different scenarios as I can to really be able to give a comprehensive review of them. And so far I'm super impressed. I absolutely love them. They're super comfortable. I put them on and forget about them. I was doing videos before, I'd use like roll-up earplugs. As soon as I was done shooting, I was pulling them out and then having to put them back in. These are comfortable enough that as soon as I get here, I put them in and I leave them until I'm ready to go. You don't really notice them. You kind of forget about them after a while. They're really, really comfortable, and they work phenomenally. So I actually would get a small percentage kickback to the channel if you purchase using my description below. And I think you'd be getting a really, really good product that I personally am really impressed with. I wish I would have bought some myself a long time ago, because they're phenomenal. Anyway, thanks a lot for watching the video, and if you haven't had a chance before, if you could like and subscribe to the channel, I would appreciate it tremendously. We'll see you on the next one, folks. Bye-bye.